Okay. Okay, my loves, let's try this. And find breath. Let go of whatever came before. Shine your light. Find your light with your breath. Open those knees if you're in child's pose. Soften the belly. If you're on your back, just feel supported. Let your breath be your guide. Filling with kindness, compassion, and acceptance. We are showing up, and that's what's important. So we can shine that light, build that light. Coming forward, let's go ahead. Find your way to your hands and knees. You can put a blanket underneath your knees as you move around a little bit here, lengthening your spine, crown forward, tailbone behind. Some diagonals, pulling that navel towards the spine helps you to lengthen. Cow and cat, when you're ready, sink the belly, cow, open through the collarbones, open through the sitting bones, and then exhale to round, gaze towards your knees or navel, and then with your own breath, inhale, cow, exhale, cat. Building that heat, that fire, so we can shine brighter. Find neutral. With that next inhale, and reach the left arm high, roll it out a little, gazing upward. Full breath in, thread your needle through. Maybe you like to rest your head up higher. And that way you can reach that spine longer. It doesn't matter where your hips are in space. This is about the spine lengthening, gentle twist. If you wanted to take your right arm out on a diagonal, press into the ground, retract that right shoulder blade energetically, or palms could press together as you reach your fingertips away, or the wrap with your right arm around your low back, palm facing away, softening the elbow, the shoulder. Notice that full breath in, Ujjayi Pranayama, filling the lungs all the way up to the collarbones, emptying them, imagining the air leaving from our pores, our toes, our crown. Return the right arm back down, press in, reach up. Roll it out, place the left hand down as we switch over to the right arm, reach it up. Full breath in, exhale, thread the needle through and let us lengthen out, softening. And just allow those little changes to happen without forcing anything. Let's take another full breath in, full breath out. One more, why not? Full breath in. And as you exhale, return the left arm forward, press down. Let's lift up and roll out through this right arm. Beautiful. Come on down here and we'll move into a modified side plank. We can line up the left hand with the left leg, knee, and then open the bottom half, Send the right leg out long, stacking your body. Find your side plank. You can reach your top arm high or even overhead, looking at those fingertips. Make some spaces in between your ribs. If you're reaching the right leg high, press that foot away. And maybe you want to tap, reach for your leg, or even capture your foot. Lower the knee, kick into your hand, find a focal point to expand here. Feeling the ground, full breath in and out, coming down. We'll switch it out. You can pause anytime you need to and roll out your wrists. Find that alignment with your right hand and your right knee when you're ready. And lengthen out that left leg. Pull the navel in. Heart where you are. Feeling it from the ground up. Opening, lengthening, taking your time. If you're reaching that left leg high, you can. Maybe you capture your foot or touch. Lower the knee, open through that heart space. Full breath in and out. Let's return down. Maybe you want to take a moment in a little child's pose. Notice the little changes, the little big changes that are starting to happen. Come back to breath. We'll come forward. We'll take it into our bird dog. Let's warm up our spine a little, our core, sending either leg back. I'll start with the left. Maybe your right arm reaches forward, or you can stay with leg only. Exhale, crunch in. Inhale, lengthen, working to keep those hips level. So we don't want that left hip to lift. Keep it level. And it might mean you take a little shorter extension, and that is fine. Working to press that left heel away. We'll take a couple more. Inhale, lengthen, exhale. We'll hold it out here. Breathing 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring it down, roll out the wrists, whatever you need as we switch the sides out. Right leg back, reach it high. You can also bring the left if you'd like. Crunch and inhale, lengthen. Move with purpose, keeping the hips level. Firing up that core. We can shine brightly. Couple more. And let's take it long and level. 3, 2, and 1. Moment to reset. To notice. To find that balance. Effort and ease. Always important to find the balance. Coming forward, we'll stretch into our right hip a little. The left hip flexor. You can walk that right foot up and off your mat and move a little into it. You might like to have your clock in front of you. You can press into it, brings the ground a little higher. Notice that you tuck your tailbone down and forward so we're not just dumping into that right hip. And that helps us to get a deeper stretch on the left side too. Notice your face, neck, shoulders, letting go. Tension. we don't need to carry. Being aware of that concept of the ability to let go, intentionally surrendering, letting be. And maybe let's find an open twist. Left hand down on the block or the ground. Let's open up through the right arm. Soften, expand, long spine, full breath in. And we'll calm down and bring your right leg back. Let's send the left leg forward and just allow yourself some little movements here. Noticing how tucking the tailbone down and forward helps you on that right side a little bit. Slow and mindful. Never forcing. And we'll take a twist. Right hand can be down. Let's lift the left arm up. That tailbone open, expand, lengthen that spine. Full breath in and out. Let's bring ourselves back down and our leg back behind us. Little moment of child's pose, and we'll take it next into our downward facing dog. You can always have blocks under your hands. You could use a chair or forearms. If your palms are against the mat, spread those fingers wide. Roll the toes under as you lift your hips. Keep a gentle bend in your legs and your arms. Push, push, push into the mat to bring your hips towards the back of the wall behind you. And then pedal one heel down, then shift forward as you inhale. Exhale, exhale the other heel down. And then if you're refining, bring your chest towards your thighs and the back of your thighs energetically towards the back wall. Elbows in towards your face ever so slightly. Breath in. Breath out. Go ahead, look forward, travel towards your hands for forward fold. You might like to have something to press into, like your block or a chair. If you'd like to take a fold, connecting your upper body to your legs, you could grasp your forearm and opposite elbow, nod your head no. Be a little ragdoll here. Reversing your arm grasp. And we'll make it to halfway lift. Always connect to something. Find that navel, pull it in. Find your shoulder blades hugging your spine gently. And create a little traction to lengthen your spine. Full breath in. Full breath out as we move into chair pose. You can always take a wider stance if you'd like. Bend your tailbone down and back like there's a chair there. Press your palms together or reach them up by your ears, shoulders in their back pockets. We're here for 3 and 2. Let's stand tall and proud and take us into some shoulder circle. Beautiful job here. Ground and imprint. And forwards. You can change it to the other direction, or maybe even bring your fingertips to those shoulders, and you can get a little deeper in there as we bring them up and around. Navel to spine. Very important for posture. Ears over shoulders, another important thing to remember. All right, let's bring our hands gently behind us and tuck your chin, look to the right. And let us move a little here. Some nose circles. If you'd like, or maybe you prefer stillness. Another option is keeping your left arm down as your right hand comes gently to your head, and you can create the just slightest bit of tension. And then switching it out, you can bring your right hand down and bring your left hand to the head, or you can look to the left as your fingers come to the right. Taking that time. And we'll come back to center. Shake away what you can. We'll send out a beautiful intention together. First, capture that love, that light from all your sources. We'll take all the help and energy we can get from each other as well. Let's notice our own prana, that light energy within us. We can keep this beautiful flame burning bright. Let's think of what we want to cultivate, and we'll send it out together with a unified breath. Exhale to prepare. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, release it, send it out. And we'll move and breathe in our moving meditation. Sun salutations. Inhale, reach for that sun, gaze in, gentle sway right. Hold your wrist, steeple grasp. You could bring your right elbow down and up. Over to the left, soften the shoulders, the face. Back to center, inhale. Open twist, right arm reaches back, left arm forward. You could sit in a little chair if you want to. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, left arm, open twist. Moving with intention, with grace. Swirl that energy around you. We're connected. Heart opening back bend. Exhale, open. Inhale, Tadasana. Gentle fold forward. Heart guides us down. Hands can come to the block or your legs for support. Lengthen for halfway lift. Think about pulling that navel in, lengthening out. Your vinyasa, plant your palms, sending one leg back first, then the other. Long if you're taking high plank, squeeze those glutes. If you're lowering to those knees, you can maybe lower down. Arms by your side with control. Plant your feet. Cobra might be lovely to drag yourself forward, lift your upper body. You may press into your feet so much the knees lift away from the mat. And you can take any vinyasa you like. You come back, hang out in child's pose. Rest that head. Finding your way to down dog. 2 cleansing breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Bring those back of the legs towards the wall behind you. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take it again. Looking forward. Inhale. Exhale. Step forward. Inhale. Half. Exhale. Chair pose. Stand tall and proud. Claim your stance. Claim your space. Exhale, gentle sway right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right arm open, twist, swirl. Create those ripples as you move. Visualize all this light and energy moving from you. Take what you need. Open to give, open to receive it. Little back bend. Shine out that beautiful energy. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, folding forward with control. Halfway lift as you inhale. And your vinyasa as you exhale, plant your palms. The other leg might come back long for low lunge. And then you do your thing, squeeze the glutes. If you're bringing your knees down, you could take cow and cat. You could take bird dog. You could take forearm plank. If you wanted to come into upward facing dog, sphinx, or locust. Locust is where upper body and lower body lift. Come back through at your own pace. Maybe reset in child's pose. And down dog for 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, moving meditation. Exhale, walk forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, stand up tall, Konasana. Exhale, gentle sway right, lean your cheek just for the inside arm. Root center to inhale, over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right arm open, twist. Making these beautiful connections together. Through center, inhale. Exhale, open, twist to the left. Swirl it around, Tadasana. Little heart opening back bend. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Gaze and gentle fold forward. With control, heart guides us. Lengthen for that halfway lift, long spine. Plant your palms as you exhale. Send the leg back, then the other. You can always accompany forearms. Lowering with back control. And take wherever you'd like to go. Cobra, sphinx, locust, upward facing dog, child's pose, forearm plank, you get to choose. And press through, reset, and then we'll come either to tabletop or 3-legged dog to focus on that right hip area. So if you're in tabletop, just lift that right leg high. Or if you wanted to lift your hips for 3-legged dog, push the ground away, heel towards your glute, and make any circle size circles you'd like. You could even roll out through your ankle. And we'll square it off. Inhale, right leg lifts, knee towards nose, cat your back, push into the ground. Inhale, lift high again, and low lunge. Bring your right foot forward, spin your back left foot down. We'll stand it up and make some Any adjustments, finding our warrior two stance. Bend into your front leg so your knee is over your ankle, your knee and toes are forward. Navel pulled in, open your arms, soften. Looking out over your right fingertips, we'll prepare with a breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. Lengthening from that back heel. Out the crown of your head, fingertips to fingertips. And reverse warrior, front leg stays bent. Take that back hand, rest it on your back leg. If you like to wrap, your arm can come behind your low back. Now let's straighten that front leg. Open the arms, we'll move into triangle pose. You might connect your arms somewhere on your leg. You might like to take a block to press into. Transfer that energy down into the mat through your feet. Looking long with that gaze up. Our neck is a part of our spine. And make those spaces. Rising when you're ready. You can always micro bend your right leg. Open up. Bring that right foot in or pigeon foot in. Reach behind. Open that heart. Breath in, expand, and exhale, fold. And come back on up. And again, we'll fold it forward. Exhaling down towards your toes. Rise up towards your heels. Notice those beautiful new spaces. And we'll bring our hands together. Feel your beautiful energy. And we'll lift that back left heel, pivot forward for crescent lunge. You can use weights if you like. You can keep your crescent lunge. You could find a chair. Your feet could be together. Biceps and lunges. Looking good. Higher within is the light. We need to refuel. We can share it. Alleviate some of the darkness. Let's take this for 5 without momentum. Nice and slow. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Little tricep work. Keep your long line from your heel to your crown. Lift the elbows high. As you extend, imagine an upside down V. Your arms become the lengths and the top of your head is the point of the V. And reach away, take that longest path to form the V. A bird flying its wings behind you. Strengthening those triceps. You can always go one at a time. And we'll take it for 5. And 4. 3. Elbows high. 2. Use your core. And 1. Nicely done. You can put the weights down here. We'll find our half moon. So we'll bring ourselves to warrior 2. You can bring the block into your right hand or place it down first wherever you need it. Find that warrior 2. Let's inhale, reverse warrior. And then exhale or breathe through it as you bring your right arm to connect to that block. Press that left heel away. Find the earth. And then slowly you can turn your head, the wall behind you. might be an excellent source of support to help you. And we're here for 3 and 2. We'll land in 1 and then find crescent lunge. Square up the hips, the shoulders, reaching up high, open twist, right arm back, left arm forward. We'll find a revolving crescent lunge. Hands can come together and slide down. Keep that long line through your back heel, spine, out the crown, your top. Your left knee can stay lifted. Of course, you can come and bring it down at any time. And you can get a beautiful stretch in either place. And if you're opening the arms to fly, full breath in, and we'll find our way to the ground. You might like to place them on your block for a softer landing. Take a moment like we did in the beginning of class and just notice that right hip. If you wanted to move into another hip stretch, you could find half split, toe heel your foot in line with the pelvis, maybe a block to the outside or 2 blocks. Lift your heart, your gaze, and then exhale, lengthen forward. Maybe you can slide that foot forward. If you're super bendy, you could put a block under that leg. You could also sit back, maybe even sitting back on a block. And that might give a different stretch as you lean forward. So those are 2 choices. You can always see which one you like better today or take them both. And then another breath in and out as you begin to come forward. We'll bring that right leg back behind us and we'll move into the left side. You can stay with your right knee down. You could find your 3-legged dog. And the head is relaxed. Press away. And roll out through the ankle. Squaring it off. Inhale, left leg lifts. Knee to nose, shifting forward, but press down as you pat your back. Inhale, lift high. Send that left foot forward. Spin your right foot down on an angle. And then we'll set up for our warrior 2 stance. As you're ready, heel to arch alignment. Find your beautiful warrior spirit. It lives within. Refine it. Full breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. We can connect, lengthen, soften, ground. Feel your power, your strength, your courage, your breath. Reverse warrior. Back hand to the back leg. Reaching high. Where do we make a little more space? And then we'll straighten the front leg as the arms float open wide into triangle. Feeling the ground helps us to reach away. Grow those roots deep. Reach for the sky. And we breathe a full breath in. And out, rise up with the next inhale as we become stars. Heels in, arms wide, shine and radiate. And then goddess, pull some of that beautiful energy we are connected to in. And again, out. And then pull it in. And here we can be goddesses. Lift up foot and lower. Scoop that navel in. If you're ready to open your arms at any time, you can. Maybe your thumb and your first finger connect. And even if we're a little quivery, we're still shining bright for 3 and 2 and 1. Plant, open, expand, right arm under the left. Give yourself a gentle hug or find eagle wrap. Prepare with a breath in, lift the elbows, and exhale, float it forward. Back up high with your inhale. Exhale, down we go again. Open through the back line of your heart, your lungs. And up we go. Let's open, expand. Identify that left hand, bring it underneath the arm of the right. Lift to the breath in. Exhale, gentle fold forward. You decide how far. And nod your head there and then rise up. Expand with the breath in. And again, folding forward. Beautiful. Let's rise up. Notice those spaces as you inhale. Open those arms. Oh, more light in to fill those spaces. All right, let's see. We'll take it to, I've forgotten where we go. I think half moon is where we go. Oh, the weights. Thank you. Crescent lunge. I'm all flowing. All right. Back, left knee bent. Back, right knee. And we bind our biceps or hammer curls or a mix. And right knee is coming down this time if you're lunging. And we breathe. Nice and warm here now. We'll take it for 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tricep kickbacks, lengthen out, elbows long, lifted, and exhale, arms long. Bend, keeping those elbows in the same place. Shoulders don't move. And we extend. And think of that V formation of the geese that are traveling south. You've seen it in the sky, I'm sure you have. Make that formation with your body when your arms are extended. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Now we can put the weights down and find your block for half moon. It can be in your left arm or place it down on the mat in front where you need it. If you're hitting the wall, left leg is bent, wall behind you. Inhale, prepare. Reverse warrior, let's prepare there. Inhale. And then shifting forward carefully. Make that connection. Press into your rounding leg, your hand in that block. Press that heel of your right leg away. Maybe you can find your side wall with your gaze. Lift for 3 and 2 and 1. Bend your front leg. Find the ground. Find crescent lunge by squaring off. Arms high. Open twist. Left arm back. Right arm forward. Prepare, full breath in, and then we come forward. You get to choose, keeping your right knee lifted or bringing it down. You might stack your forearms, look past your fingertips, your elbow. Lower the pelvis to help you lengthen. Use that core. If you're opening the arms to fly, we'll go somewhere over the rainbow together. And then we'll find the ground. Carefully, mindfully plant that right knee. And let your left leg come off the mat a little if that feels like a nice place to be. And of course, you can move into a half split or sit back on that block or a bolster if you wanted to take a different hip stretch. Wherever you are, lengthen that spine as you bring your third eye towards your shin. Letting go of expectations. Allowing yourself to feel the stretch that you feel is right. Another breath in and out. Beautiful work. Find your way back so that that left leg can come back behind you. And child's pose might be a nice place to go. If you're ready to have a little water and our toast to one another, let's find our water and have a little cheers to us. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for shining. To our health and happiness. Okay, let us find our core work. You might like to have a block with you. You might like to have weights with you. You can put the block in between your inner thighs, towards your knee, or wherever it feels best. I don't have much length of my legs, so you feel where it's best. You could also bring your feet down or cross one. As we move into bridge, hug your shoulder blades in. You could have weights if you wanted to lift those up and down, or open the arms wide and bring the weights together overhead, kind of like a chest curl. Lengthening your spine by squeezing the glutes. Building that strength. The back line is important, so is the front line, and these help us with that back line of our core. And we'll take it here for 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Give yourself a little recovery time. You can hug your knees inward, rolling out that low back, both directions. Might feel like a nice massage. And then let's see here, my friends, let's take it into bug and honey. Let's bring our knees up over our hips. Arms could be by your side or reaching up. Opposite arm and leg can reach away. Keeping that cast iron skillet on the belly. If the belly starts to lift or you start dumping too much into your back, then don't come out so far. You're still getting a beautiful workout. Working to isolate, moving slowly and mindfully here. Breathing. Remembering that all challenges do have a beginning. They will have a middle, and they all will have an ending. And the way that we talk to ourselves while we're in it does make a big difference. Finding that light and the challenge. For 3 and 2 and 1 and 1. Take time to reset, release tension. And maybe you want to come to your side for your clamshells. Maybe you prefer to stay on your back, crossing your right leg over for oblique crunch and curls. So if you're in oblique crunch, hands behind your head, prepare the breath in. Exhale, nose towards the ceiling, a little movement. Inhale, lower. Exhale, twist, elbow towards inner thigh or knee. Inhale, lower. Now press down to reach up and press down to twist. If you're taking clamshells, stack those hips. Keep the ankles together as you open the knee and close the knee. You can imagine a band around your outer thighs, giving you some resistance. Pressing from the ground to reach away in all these things. 3, 2, and 1. And let's take a moment and reset. You can always switch to your other side. Left leg can cross over or find the other side. Let go of any tension with a purposeful exhale. Inhale, prepare, and begin. Little crunch or opening and closing of that knee. And we stay in it. Always knowing that we can rest at any time we need to. Feel that cast iron skillet on the belly if you're taking these obliques. Still important, never pulling on the head. The core is doing the work. And let's count it down for 3. Feel that breath. 2. And last one. Beautiful job, baby. Hug in the knees and then plant them down, giving yourself a little distance between your knees. If you want to open your arms wide or overhead, you can bring your knees over to the right, turn the head to the left. Wiggle your fingers, your toes, full breath in, full big breath out. Back to center, using the core over to the left. Gentle twist there. And where can you soften? Full breath in. Beautiful exhale out, sigh it out. Lovely. Bring your knees back, use your core, and we can move into, what should we do? What should we do? How about a hip stretch? In the interest of time, you could either stay on your back, cross that right leg up and over. You could reach through. If you want to take it into half pigeon, you can get yourself up, bending your right leg, extending the left leg long. Or, you could find your twist sitting. Hi, Bootsies, I see you. Yeah, if you're taking that supine half pigeon and you wanted to bring your knees over to the left, you can do that. You can look to the right. Let yourself soften as you twist. And here, a little sponge. Even here, we can release any impurities so we can flow better. Find your way back to center. Uncross the right leg, left leg up and over. You do your other stretch if you wanted a different one. Hugging in or reaching through. For some of you, it might be enough just to press away. We all have different bodies. I love yoga because it isn't competitive. We just feel our body and find the right stretch for us. And it changes. We do the work of showing up, finding our inner guide, our light, kindness, and compassion. You're taking your knees over to the right here. Find the stretch where you can work to soften and let go. And then we can come back to center. If there's a little happy baby you want to take, you can reach for your hands to your feet or your legs. If you wanted to find Supta Baddha Konasana for a moment, soles of feet together, knees open. You take a hand to your heart, a hand to your belly, looking into your third eye, finding that beautiful flowing energy through you and around you. You're coming into Shavasana, resting pose. You can keep your feet in this Supta Baddha Konasana, opening your arms, or you could even stay here with your hand on your heart. If you wanted to find a pillow and lengthen out, open your arms away from your body, palms up. Feel that beautiful opening, a letting go, and a connection. Open to give, open to receive this beautiful flowing energy, light and love around you. Imagine you're in a little bubble of it, shining out, being shined down on. Create that beautiful glow. scanning your body. Let your love be bright. Let hope shine. Let kindness radiate. Invite grace to linger. Be the light. Even the smallest spark can shift the dark. And it matters. Your light matters. And us shining it out makes big ripples out there. And it does make a difference. If there's a part of you that's ready, come back slowly, filling up, letting go of unrealistic expectations, holding on to that hope, that beautiful light, sitting up slowly from a fetal position, a new beginning, a clean slate. When you're sitting tall, we'll pull this beautiful energy in and seal our practice with it, with so much gratitude and love. Thumbs to third eye, we can bow and say, Namaste, honoring this beautiful energy and light in all beings. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Go be shiny. And thank you for joining us. And I'll get back to you with this recording. How it works, I don't know, but you'll at least hear my voice.
I'll hit, that's what I need. And I'll see you on Saturday.
All right. Have a great
Okay.
one, you guys. Go be shiny.
Bye, Mare.
Bye.